Last year we got the keys to our house in Sweden. We were so excited, a little bit overwhelmed and very exhausted from all the moving stress and driving all those kilometers. We shared our empty house tour and you had a lot to say. Today we are revisiting that day and responding to your comments. In general, we do get questions on why I am doing everything and Nathan seems to be just filming. It's mainly because I am more comfortable in front of the camera and Nathan just loves to film. When we're not filming, we do almost everything together. And he does help me with anything when I ask, because I like to do stuff. If you don't see it on camera, it doesn't mean it doesn't happen. You mentioned that we looked overwhelmed and maybe a little bit clueless about how things worked. And that's true. It was only the second time ever seeing the house. And it felt very huge and a bit strange. But houses always look a little bit different when they're empty. There's also a couple months in between the first time we saw the house and when we got the keys. And we only had a couple pictures in that time to visualize everything. Some of you thought we seemed a bit ungrateful towards the previous owners. We definitely did not want to come across like that. We were and are still very grateful for this house. We also said the word weird a lot. We didn't mean anything bad by the word weird. It was all just very different than what we were used to. And I think it also comes down to a bit of cultural differences here. Some of you said those weird windows are actually winter windows, which help insulate the house. So we do want to thank you for educating us about Swedish homes. In the house tour, we also kept commenting on how clean the house was. This was mainly because our seller told us that they had the house professionally cleaned, but also didn't get a chance to go check out how well of a job they did. They also told us that sometimes they had some mice inside, so we really did not know what to expect there. A couple people also question why we do our videos in English. Since we moved from the Netherlands to Sweden, why we don't do it in Dutch or Swedish. It's mainly because a lot more people understand English than Dutch or Swedish. And we are trying to learn Swedish, but we are not at a level yet where we can actually do a full video in Swedish. Might be fun though to try. If you made it this far into the video, go give it a like and also subscribe if you haven't already. And if you want to support us even more, we do have our memberships open. We got several questions about location and price. We are not going to share our location, but we are the general area of Kristinehamn, Örebro, Karlstad and the biggest lake of Sweden, so Lake Vänern. You have seen us go to those locations in the videos, so we can't hide that we are in that general area. And for the price of the house, we will actually tell you that right now. We paid 805,000 Swedish kroners for the house, which comes down to about 73,000 euros and 85,000 US dollars. The house is 125 square meters. The total property is about 7,600 square meters. And we got a greenhouse, a huge shed, and also the firewood and the ride-on lawnmower were also included in the sale. For this amount of money, it is basically impossible to get a house in the Netherlands. And you might think that that is the reason we moved to Sweden, but it's definitely not the only one. It is a huge perk, of course. But in previous trips to Sweden, we fell in love with the country, the nature, and the peace and quiet that is still very possible here. And you don't see it in videos because we never film it, but we do love to hike and be surrounded by nature. Many of you said that the house was left in an amazing condition, and for the most part, that is very true. We were very happy about that. But there are some minor things like in the kitchen, like the doors or handles or just some little things in here that are not as good as we expected, but that is fully our own fault because we didn't look close enough when we were viewing the house, and also on video things seem to look better than they do in person. Someday we will replace this kitchen and we will have our dream kitchen, but for now it is fully functional, so we are very happy with it. Our garden is huge and we even have a beautiful apple tree in the front. We came from zero outside space, not even a balcony, so this was a very big change. And a lot of you said it would take a lot of time and effort to keep it as beautiful as it is right now, and you were very right. It takes a lot of time and effort to keep up with nature in rural Sweden. The shed was definitely a huge surprise to us. When we were viewing the house, we didn't look too closely into the shed because there were so many personal belongings in there. So when we got here, we were not expecting all the useful things that were in there. Our seller did tell us that they would leave a couple things in there, but we were expecting just like a shovel or some tools, a little bit of wood, some paint maybe, and that would be it. But there was a lot in there. A lot of wood, some ladders, some gardening stuff, a lot of tools. Very useful stuff, so we were very thankful for that. But we were just very overwhelmed by all that. We got a lot of encouragement on settling in Sweden. Many of you also shared amazing advice. Like, check the fundamentals, take your time to learn about the house and appreciate Swedish culture. We are always so grateful for your tips and encouragement. We're learning, growing and slowly making this house our home. We just uploaded an updated house tour video, so if you haven't seen it yet, go check it out right now. And please keep commenting on our videos because we are very happy with all your helpful comments. And that is going to be it for today's video. So thank you so much for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye!